Deep Silver, they're kind of a publisher. They're kind of a developer. That's an engine. Thank you for giving me the option of start or enter. Let me just fix sound. Kidgame.exe.
Oh, it's not actually a kid game. I wasn't sure what we were loading, and
No,
I
it's decidedly
assumed
not a
this
kid
was...
game, as I understand it.
No.
It's a game with mature themes and immature developers. From the...
Don't you understand? People die when they are killed.
So this is Killer is Dead. It's from the guy who did Killer 7. It's probably all you need to know.
Mm.
At least I hope so, that's all I know. I have very mixed feelings too about Killer 7 itself. It's like... I appreciate on an artistic level that someone made this weird thing. And... like, visual style-wise is pretty cool. But it's a rail shooter with invisible monsters, and that's kind of a weird thing to make.
Mm.
And one of the characters just says, "You're fucked," every time you would shoot somebody, and that gets really old really fast. Literally every time, it's like the one line.
Executioner.
It is a weird thing, with games especially, but also media in general, where, like, if somebody says where it's, like, you know, adult or mature or anything like that, like...
You mean it in a very HBO sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Is there a run button? Because I really appreciate run buttons.
Although it's kind of a cool intro. Walking up to this guy who's clearly no match.
Mm-hmm. I like the lighting.
Checkmate.
A little bit of that Killer 7 gradient shading going on. Oh. Well, that's where overconfidence gets you.
Mm-hmm.
That arm is very Tokyo Gore Police. Which is a reference people totally get. Warns me.
Nope, I get it. I saw Robo-Geisha. I made Robo-Geisha and Soul Calibur.
Nice.
Oh, it's that lightning sound I hear everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where I recognized it. Wasn't that the Quake 1 Thunderbolt firing sound?
Probably. My arm came off.
Don't tell me.
I like the lighting, but the animations are honestly kind of bad.
Yeah.
The good cinematography, but the models are a bit bad.
The darkness.
Killer is dead.
Such interaction, such prompt. That'd be weird if it wasn't a video game. The name of the book, I will punish you.
That killer came from the moon.
Achievement unlocked.
Nowhere I've ever worked gave me a toughness payment.
Every time you get a high score, you'll have a high score. That's great.
This is a game about tautologies.
Okay, you gotta kill a demon. As you do. Okay. This is a cool loading screen.
Wake up. Mondo, wake up. Open your eyes. Slowly. It's time to get some work done. We've got prey that needs hunting.
But seriously, like every like weird, dark, mature, edgy thing is just like, are you 12?
Yeah.
Like I want a game that deals with actual mature themes, like, you know, paying your electric bill, and like
Yeah.
dealing with your gaming group having internal conflicts that are somehow your problem, and like
Hey, give me a sec.
having to make a doctor's appointment because your back hurts.
Sorry, baby. I got a job to do. But afterwards, we'll pick up where we left off.
It very much is what
I know. I
an
won't be
early
long, I
adolescence
promise.
idea of being an adult is
You
like.
Go to my place.
Mondo!
Which, what I was describing, or having sex with some girl and getting called to work?
That one.
Mika, spill your wine.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
Spill your wine on the target. And please, make it look natural.
Roger!
Mondo,
What a
slow
good,
down.
subtle
Well, I'm racing
spy.
against the clock here. Every second counts.
I
We
spilled
have just one anime
target
thing
move.
without the helium girl.
Good. Approaching the target.
Looks kind of like Bayonetta. Now less so.
Leave the rest to me.
His voice kind of doesn't fit how skinny he is. Beloved Katana Gecko.
Okay, so mash X. Gotcha. Just hold it down, hit the whole room. Okay.
I mean, speaking of Bayonetta, that is how you open a character action game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, aside from the like 20-minute cutscene in the graveyard and having to listen to the Enzo comic release.
Yep. Well, even that kind of does give you a handle on what you're in for.
That's good.
But yeah, like I kind of wish people would talk about Bayonetta more like in a craft sense because. Okay. That's nice.
It's got the problem that so many Sega properties do, where there's like a different, better game that you can see so clearly.
Which Bayonetta or this?
Bayonetta. When I went back and tried it again recently, I'd forgotten how like it has very high notes, but then a lot of the bits in between are honestly pretty dull.
Hey, what am I not doing? Did I not collect all the things? First is dropped. Okay. those black oil-coated goons are with Destiny. But no, like, Bayonetta is really good for just like getting you right in with the gameplay immediately, and then
Impressive.
like it teaches you all the more difficult techniques,
You
but
new
mostly
around
through
here?
optional challenges where you have to use them.
Sir!
And those are all very like sink or swim, but you can also leave at any time. So it's like,
Little bitch. Spilled wine on my suit.
hey, if you want a thing, work out how to do this.
I'm your
That was a
replacement.
terrible distraction.
I see. Are you saying I dropped the ball? Because I was under the impression that I executed
Could you
every
speak more clearly?
job perfectly. Haven't I, Brian? The boss isn't here. He's waiting at the table. He'd like to have a few words with you. Is that so?
The protagonist is
glad.
such a protagonist.
Yep.
Good luck, kid. One day, you may have to walk this path too. And on this job, you always come face to face with darkness.
The hell is that stuff all over
Gotta
you?
find a beacon of light that'll never succumb to it. Thank you. Those are words I won't forget.
Thank you. Those are words. That was abrupt. That was very abrupt.
But wait, I'm not clear what you sliced. Him?
I think. Just talk for a while, then quick, match X.
Brian, did I make a mistake?
I mean, I'm so here for a game where, like,
Yeah.
heavily
I'm going
shadered
against the
cyborgs talk philosophy and then
evil,
fight
man.
with swords. That
At
is
least that's what I
my
believe.
kind of video game, but I feel like the
Tell
fact
me.
that that's happening isn't
Did
enough.
you,
Yeah.
did you accept the darkness?
I devoured it entirely.
The dialogue here is actually pretty similar to that last game.
Enchanted by her beauty and her chaos. The still dark night.
Everyone feels that way.
So,
It doesn't matter now.
nice that you're having this little chat after I killed him.
He's dangerous. Show him the right way.
Yeah, I intend to.
To the executioners. A toast.
Cheers.
Good wine.
But yeah, like when I see something like this, I don't really take like, ooh, what an auteur who created this game. I mostly just get like RE12,
1950 vintage Burgundy.
Yeah.
and like
Ryan.
you're just trying to make things that look like cool
Was
things
my life worthwhile?
without really understanding what you're doing, aren't you?
And then I don't like it when people take stuff in
Everything
the
in life
opposite
is worthwhile.
direction either, where they're like, it's only art if it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget that. The killer is dead.
I mean, it says on the title screen. So I guess I hacked that guy to pieces. Then we walked over to meet
Let the killing begin.
this guy, and they had a nice chat while I was just standing awkwardly in the corner, and then he exploded.
Well, it's like that thing where you do the Eido slash and they don't get exploded until a moment later. It was so much of that. It took like 5 whole minutes for him to explode.
Yep. I saw this thing, I think it was probably from One Punch Man, where there's like this guy who somehow got sold as this like crazy Yaido master who doesn't actually even like know what he's doing at all and like is too weak to get his sword out of the sheath. And people just assume that like he cut that apple so fast I never saw any movement, and it was such a fine cut that it sealed itself back together.
Oh, I don't remember that part. I like that. A horror game where you've been like sliced in half in anime style, and you're just dealing with the existential dread of knowing that you're going to get ripped in half at some later point.
That's kind of a cool idea. So okay, I got this one more mission, I guess, to see if it grips me at all. But I'm not expecting it to. Like, Suda 51 games don't really have a reputation for like revealing mechanical intricacies as they go along. You know, it's just kind of. Push A to kill stuff. Isn't that rad?
It starts today.
It bothers me that
Mika,
games
get
like
up.
this are
Time to
considered
go.
hardcore, and you know, walking simulators and stuff aren't. But like, you
Get
actually
dressed.
make
It's time to
decisions
go
in
to
a
the
walking
office.
simulator.
What? We passed the
Yeah, Dear Esther there was
Oh,
much more
passed the
engaging than this
test.
is.
What about me?
Failed, obviously.
I wish Goo Girl wasn't in this.
Actually, not only was Dear Esther much more engaging than
If you're
this,
gonna
I
throw a
died
tantrum,
several
do
times
it
playing
later.
that, and I
Got
haven't
work to
done
do
this.
right now.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Harder
point.
next time. You know I'm
Nor
gonna
do I
need an
expect to.
assistant.
Really?
Yes. Now let's get ready. Pronto.
I'll do my best.
It really didn't take long to get to the sex toy with the braid of an 8-year-old character.
Nope.
Morning. Mondo reporting for work. I'll be starting here today.
I'm his assistant, Mika, and I'll be helping him out.
That's
Oh my
nice,
god, shut up.
newbie.
Okay.
But you've already got the job.
I'm tapping out like right now. like,
Well, we have to see mission 3 at
Okay.
this point.
I guess.
All right, you two, listen up. We're the country's first line of defense. We operate solely on tax dollars, so we can't afford to waste a single moment.
No private
Now on,
donations.
Every fiber of your being.
We don't even have a
exists to serve the
Patreon.
state. Am I clear?
Yeah. I think so.
I understand.
So, who's our client?
Good.
Could you not find a
You should
sitter
be
for
here in
your
a second.
teenage daughter today?
I already am. I'm Robert, the artist.
So to summarize, you're living next to a monster. Is that right?
Monster.
Yeah, he's in a trash can, he's green, and he's furry.
So, you're suggesting that this creature is what's responsible for all the recent disappearances?
That's only speculation, of course.
Speculation.
This might be an
is often
unrelated
found
monster.
very deep within speculation. In fact, some monsters can only be uncovered
Fine.
through speculation.
Chief, please calm down.
I know how much you love speculation.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself there.
Well, that's not all.
Can we just have a game about him? He's actually like halfway amusing at times.
Mm-hmm.
I see. You hear children scream in terror every single night, and your window is spattered with blood. Then it's only natural to assume that you're living next door to some kind of demon or monster.
That's so true.
And this drawing came straight from our client. It's gotta be the real deal. So, Mondo, do you have it all?
Yeah, I've got it covered.
All right, then. After careful consideration, we decided to take on your case.
Like the other
However,
people
I
at
do
least
need
just
to
have
inform you that
voices,
the
but
function
he's
of this
putting
office
on
is
such a
execution.
voice.
Mm-hmm.
You got any problem with that?
execution?
Yeah. Well, this is a monster.
It's a monster.
Right, a monster.
We kill monsters.
That okay with you?
Yes.
Fine. Now we need the $10,000 up front for our services.
What? Isn't the state supposed to pay for the execution?
The execution, yes. But cleanup of the body parts and gore is not cheap.
Vivi, why don't
Then
you
there's
just
fuel
calculate the expenses
surcharge.
at the end?
Gotta
Chief,
tip the
not
assassin.
again.
Yep.
Fitting task for our newest employee. Wouldn't you agree,
15%
Mondo?
is standard, but you know, if you can afford it, you should really go 20.
Mm-hmm.
Please check back with our office in 1 week, and we'll give you a status report on our progress. Now, if you could please sign
And like
on the
monster
line.
killers all talk to each other,
But
so
of
you want them
course,
to make sure
we
they
won't keep you waiting an entire
not being
week.
cheap.
Thank you very much.
Just- You can upgrade Mondo.
It's wonderful.
That was a pretty good exchange. It was like, yeah, a monster. And then the woman was like, a monster.
It's awfully
and then the
quiet.
protagonist was
I
like,
don't hear
a
any screams.
monster.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quiet neighborhood.
Little too quiet.
But something smells fishy.
They actually. Oh, okay.
Horrible
Literally
odor.
fishy.
Like something's rotting.
Like someone had some fish and left it out too long.
Will you two be all right?
And now it's rotten fish.
We'll be fine.
Fine and dandy.
Give us a call if things get out of hand. We'll send backup right away.
Thanks. The job? Killer is dead.
So do you need those glasses? Like, are they prescription?
Now, where's our client?
Kitty.
Cat statue. Single oddly placed cat statue. Empty picture frames.
Excuse me, sir. Please, I need help.
You are...
It's my sister. Please help her. My older sister. She's lost it.
What's her name?
Alice.
Where is she right
A
now?
man. Please help Alice. I'm begging you.
Where is Alice right now?
She was tricked by a scary-looking man. That's why I'm frightened.
You have to trust me. My name's Mondo.
This
What's your
dialogue is
name?
all this dialogue.
Elisa.
Okay.
You said right away. How long are you gonna make me wait?
I like this room.
Forget about work and just come see me. I have something special for you.
And it turns out that, like, agreeing to be a magical girl wasn't such a good idea after all.
Just hack your way through the weak ones.
Even she's sick of the combat.
The game just started too, so I mean, it's saying a lot.
At times, it's necessary to block your enemy's attack.
Lies.
But keep in mind that there are certain powerful attacks that can't be blocked, so keep on your toes.
This is your first day on the job.
No matter how powerful an attack, if you can dodge it, it's meaningless.
Enough of your Zen code, lady. Your strength lies in mashing the X button.
First, you need to penetrate the enemy's guard. Then watch for an opening and deliver the fatal blow.
Oh, man, I gotta hit all the buttons now.
I don't like this kind of combat design either, that it's not really decision making if all it is look for an animation. If it's this, press this button.
Disgusting.
If it's that, press that button.
It looks like the door's opened.
We sure are playing a video game.
Yep.
She looks like Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Get it? It's a literary reference. That means it's deep.
And also cleavage.
Who the
Yes.
heck is that woman? It looks like outdoors inside the room. What a strange place.
No, it doesn't. It looks like the gazebo filled with
Be
lines.
careful. As long as his head is attached to his body, he's immortal. You have to cut it off.
How do I do that? Does it involve mashing the X button? It's not trying to happen, I'm just saying.
Is it the moon slasher you get by holding the button down? Oh. Well, you're failing the only one hit part.
Finish him.
I mean, like, visually this isn't bad, but, like,
Thank you.
the gameplay
Kind of
sucks.
just the one cool shader. No, don't talk.
I tried.
Oh yeah, to her, not to you.
You saw me slashing.
Yes. What?
Hey, Mika. Where did you get in from?
Sir, you came just in time. This lamp is very
What is it with
strange.
characters named
Every
Mika and I
time we
hate them?
put it out, it
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, weird.
You haven't answered my question. Quit playing around and get to work. We need to find Alice.
Aye, aye, sir.
But what she said also bothers me.
What? Is that lamp bothering you? If you can't reach something, your left arm might come in handy. But just be careful about using too much blood.
Muscle back. Muscle back secret.
Okay, I guess it's good that we played longer to get to that. Did I not shoot it? Oh. Got it.
You have mastered the muscle back.
My reward is a music box. Okay. Let me ride it. Fine.
Are the wires the enemies?
I guess. Okay, so pick your drops, basically what you're saying.
It really annoys me that people, so far as I know, talk pretty positively about this game, but then we're down on like DMC. which was at least somewhat aware of how corny it was, and was honestly deeper.
Well, that's the
despite
problem.
people complaining about the streamlined combat.
Like, there's a lot of people who want to play stuff like this and actually believe it's deep.
Yeah, that's, I guess, the problem, isn't it?
Yep. So when you call it out, then, you know, they get all self-conscious about it.
You put Virgil in a trilby and people start to think, like, hey, maybe he's not a badass. Wait, the target is Alice. We still haven't seen Alice. We've seen Elisa, right?
Totally different person. Let's see. What, just like regeneration? Okay, I'll see it for that, sure. And I'll totally play this game long enough to matter, sure. Oh, kind of cute.
Kind of like that. Although that implies you were like dragging your feet all the way up this.
So we had an awkward load because that loading hallway wasn't long enough, and then we also had a loading screen.
Because you had to load the cutscene models.
Yep.
Are you the owner of this house?
You see anyone else here?
I mean,
I
like,
met
killed
your
like
younger
50 people.
sister, Elisa.
Elisa? That girl. Is she still hanging around?
She was quite worried about you.
Lies.
You're right, that is a lie. All I sense in this house is your stench. It only has
You're
your
saying
color.
she smells like fish?
I've met
Yeah.
you before.
Mondo,
Yeah, that,
thank you.
we may be going there.
Yes.
You're the
Also,
first
you
and the
smell like
last
fish.
to have come this far.
I will take away all of your pain. I'll set you free.
Yes. It hurts. It hurts.
Alice, what's wrong? Where does it hurt?
It's my back.
For how long?
A year. I took a
I'm actually a licensed chiropractor.
Since
Just-
I returned. It hurts.
Moon? Did you see anyone there?
Yes. Ah! It hurts. Ah! It hurts. Mondo, please. Help me.
Who did you see on the moon? His name. I need his name.
What is it about the moon that's just inherently funny?
I remember.
That's a good question.
The pain. It's gone. I want to see David. It hurts. It hurts.
Well, I mean, don't do that thing with your neck. Or that thing with your neck.
Mondo, am I a tortured soul?
So bad.
It really is. What tone are we going for exactly?
I mean, that's a cool monster design.
Kinda.
It maybe didn't need to have her tits hanging out, but I guess that's broadly true.
Just guard.
Just is one of those words that makes sense if you're familiar with a lot of Japanese games and doesn't make any sense otherwise.
Yep. But I don't have it on easy, so why are you even telling me this? Yeah, hit buttons. Okay, I got it. responsive controls. No, just go back to the office. You know, explain how this one didn't play out too well. Okay.
Well, that didn't go so well. Let's exit through the gift shop.
Yep.
Check out some kid tips.
Yep. I am very sure I want to exit the game.